Hey guys, MotorCarNut here, and today we're talking about the radio on your Jeep, Patriot, Compas. A lot of the Jeep models, if your radio looks something like this one, and you're having this type of a problem. Now, you turn it on, right? And it's fluttering in there, but it's not really fluttering. It's solid. It's just the video. So it's on, right? And now, you got no volume. All right? No matter if it's AM. You got volume on the satellite, but not on AM or FM. Here's FM and here's AM. Okay? Because the satellite uses a different tuner inside the radio. That's why that works. And this is an extremely common problem. All right? No matter which one you got, you get the idea. Now, we can check a couple of fuses, but the fuses to power the radio obviously is not going to be the problem because the radio is on. But I'll show you the fuses just in case you have a similar problem, and we'll take it from there. Okay, go under the hood. Here is the fuse box. You take this off, you flip it over. It gives you the locations. Okay, we're looking at number 19. All right, this is for the amp. So if you have an amp in your car and you have this almost the same type of symptoms, check that fuse, make sure it's good. Then you go over to this fuse right here, which is 20. So you got 19 and then 20. All right, and then this one right here, 17. If these three fuses are good, then we're going to continue. So now, if you got like this, no volume on your AM and FM, then it's the radio. Now, it involves taking the radio out, which is not that hard. I'll show you how to do that. And taking apart the radio a little bit and heating up one of the chips on the board that has a loose side of a joint that controls the volume. All right, you either need a heat gun or a soldering iron. But a heat gun is better because the soldering iron, the board is the chip is very, very small. All right, and it works pretty well. If you don't want, you can stop and just get a new radio. But I'm going to show you how to do it. You fix it for nothing or fix it for really cheap. Okay, step one, get yourself a non-marring plastic tool like this that you can get under the trim here on the bottom, and little bit by little bit, pop it up all the way around. All the way around the whole thing. Okay, like I did. And now you're going to have electrical connectors over here. Right here. You just take this out. Just squeeze it and take it out like that. This comes out. Now the radio, that looks like you can use an 8mm on all four sides. Pull the radio out and disconnect the antenna and the electrical connectors to that. All right, these are not 8, they're 7. Or you can use a Phillips head screwdriver. All right, and there's the 4 connectors you take off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now that we have it on the bench, what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, you see these little tabs here? Here, 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 and here. Here, and here. You want to, just push them up a little bit. So it moves out a little bit. And then what you do, you flip it over, do the same thing on this side, and the whole thing is going to come right off. All right, it's good to have a screwdriver here and a screwdriver over here to pry it out. And once you do that, it comes right out. All right, this is basically just a plug that plugs in there that controls the whole circuit board on the front plate. Just put this out of the way. And now we're going to continue with this. Then we're going to have to take these 2 screws out. I already took one. One's here and one's here. And you're going to need a Torx 10. Very skinny. Okay? Then we're going to take this black top off. And then over here, you're just going to pry up. Over here, there's little tabs. Get a little screwdriver like this one. Put it in here and just pry up. Put it in here like that. You're going to pry up. And then it comes right out like that. Then we have, get that T10 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to take the little CD changer out. Okay, there was only those 2 screws, nothing on the sides. And it just comes up like this. Just be careful, there's a ribbon right there. All right. Now you have to take that off. Just hold it. And this, you just squeeze it up. My hand's in the way, I can't help it. All right. And it just squeezes. See, like a little, just a little plug. It only goes in one way. You can set this out of the side. Okay, out of the way. So once you have that out, all right, this is the front. Okay, you look down over here. And this right here, you see this big square chip? Now, for some reason, you know, the solder joints get cold and they don't make a good connection, but you really can't get, you see, look, see the size of this screwdriver? Look at my hand. All right, you can imagine this thing is very, very small. So you can't get a soldering iron in there, because if you do, the solder, if it heats up, it's going to jump to the other one and short out, and it's going to cause more damage, and it's not going to be good. So that's why you're going to have to heat it up with a heat gun, enough that it just reflows the solder and makes a better connection, and hopefully it works, okay? But you got to hold it down while you're doing that. And what you do is you hold it down while you use a heat gun and put a little heat on there, about 10 seconds, okay? And then take the heat away and wait about, don't move, and wait about 30 more seconds before you release. And once you release, let it cool down another minute before you put it all back together and try it out. If you heat that up without holding it, it'll move and everything will just fly off the board and it's all destroyed. So this is like one chance to get it going. So then you just plug it back in like that until it snaps in place. You place this thing down, the CD player. All right, make sure, yeah, now what you do, all right, you're going to do 1, 2, and the ones on the front, 3 and 4. Okay, to secure that in place, then just put the, all right, we'll do that and then put the cover on. Okay, and then the black panel has 3 little tabs right here. You put it in like this, then clamp it down, and then make sure it's nice and tight all the way around. All right, then we turn it back over. And now, just put this back on here like this. And make sure that this goes in the plug over there and push it on nice and even and snap it in place. All right, over here is where the plug is. You just push it down nice all the way around. It's locked in place, and now we're going to install it and try it out. Okay, so we got it hooked up. All right, you hook up 4 plugs. Okay, and before we even install it, just put it right here. All right, let's see if it works. All right, we know that worked, but let's see about the volume. Here we go. All right, I got to tune it in, but it works.
Inside an apartment in
okay.
Now it looks like the suspects were squatted.
AM. AM still works. Everything works. And that's how you do it. Like I said, the most important thing is when you heat that up, do not move it. Because when you heat it up, you move it, they can just slide all over and, you know, you're going to have to get a new radio. All right, guys, MotorCarNut, please subscribe. Any questions pertaining to the video, leave them below. I answer all my questions, try to help everybody out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.